We're live.
Oh, we're live already. Damn.
Yeah, somebody said what time. Yeah, I set the schedule for like whatever, 7 a.m. my time, but it's 7:10 right now, so oops. All right, let me tweet the YouTube link.
I don't know if we're getting to 20 units today, dude. I don't have enough action for 20 units.
Yeah, I made that banner and then I saw both our cards and I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, I don't even think it's possible.
Let's see what we can get to. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so we can win 13.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think we're gonna come close to that.
Yeah, I am taking some plus money swings in that contest today. Last day of round 2 because I got smoked yesterday. Also, listen to this. I was going to tell you this morning. So this guy messages me last night, and he's like, "Hey Matt, like I'm sorry. I have some bad juju, and my friend just started buying your picks, and he is the worst gambler ever. So it is like you lost yesterday, and it's his fault." You know what I did? I sent this guy a screenshot of Partizan's last 15 games, and I said, how the fuck does bad juju stop this? Like, that's all I said. I'm like, bad juju is just not a thing. I just don't get it. Like you tell me Partizan is going to go lose a game this week. Like, just tell me. I dare you.
I honestly don't follow them unless you're posting stuff about them.
Yeah. So, whatever. Yeah, they have a cup game tomorrow, but I'm not even going to have lines for it. So,
yeah,
all right.
Those are weird.
All right, everybody in the chat. I only have 45 minutes to knock this out, and then I got other shit I have to do today. So, at least for like 2 hours. Oh, dude, Justin, I'm going to the Vegas versus Seattle NHL game tonight.
Oh, really?
Opener. Yes, it's Seattle's first game ever. I'm pretty excited. So, I'm gonna go.
I have to go to a hockey match. I have not been to one.
Yeah, I'm taking first period over very blindly just because I want to see a lot of goals in the game.
Yeah.
So
hopefully,
like I have no idea what to expect from Seattle. Like by looking at their roster and preseason scores, like to me they have a very good offensive roster and they don't have a very good defense. Yeah, so I'm just gonna hope there's a lot of goals in this game. We'll see what happens though. But all right, you ready? We're getting into it.
Should be good to go.
All right, well, let me hop on first. So I was talking about Partizan. I'm taking the same thing I took the other day and got burned by Serbia. But today they're playing Azerbaijan. This is 5-0 last 5 head-to-head. Serbia should just smash these guys. I think what's really interesting for this game is at least last night when I locked in all my plays, first half minus 0.75 was minus 130, right? It moved 10 cents before I locked it in last night. But full game team total was 2.5 minus 115. So I think this is a really interesting play because there is not a very high chance of Azerbaijan scoring in this game. There's not a very high chance of them scoring in the first half at all this game. There's a very decent chance Serbia actually scores twice in the first half. Pretty simple. I really, really like this play, but I can't slam it just because Serbia burned me so bad last week. Had 4 units on the -1, and they won 1-0. And their second goal in like the 95th minute got reversed. So I'm still kind of upset about it, to be honest. So I'm only playing this for 2 units, but I see half win at the very worst.
Yeah, no, I think that if you guys are looking for a parlay to throw together, you're looking for something like that, I think Serbia to score in the first half. It's part of not a parlay I'm going to share on here, but another parlay I do have on the docket for today. I think it's like minus 300 to score in the first half. I think that's pretty damn good value considering they're giving you this type of line. And I think for Azerbaijan to score, it's like plus 400 in the first half.
Yeah.
I saw it was minus 800. So, yeah, it's going to be – honestly, obviously, if Vegas is going to give you that, obviously thinking they're going to score. I think Serbia, their money line first half was like minus 230, right? Something like that, 40?
Yeah, so it was minus 190 the last time I looked at it, which was last night. So I actually made a couple parlays last night. Did not end up taking all of them, but I think first half money line is also a good parlay piece. It's a little riskier, but I think it'll win.
Yeah, I know those are always weird. I like the just like goals in that one. I think that Serbia's going to come out swinging. And if Azerbaijan does score one, then we're going to be seeing some goals from Serbia, and it's going to be a fun goal fest type of game.
Yeah, the numbers definitely back this, and we should see a quick start in this one. That's what I'm looking for. So, all right, let's keep it rolling here. We're gonna go to your Scotland play.
Yeah, so I'm rolling with Scotland here. They're facing Faroe Islands, and yeah, I've gone against Faroe Islands. It kind of sucks because we have the what's Klasvik in our
You can't say that. You can't say that. It's a secret.
Yeah.
We have a scout that is sending us practice reports for the Faroe Islands. Let's just say that.
But I really like Scotland. You guys know I love betting Scotland. I bet that league a lot. And I just think that it's going to be a far better matchup for them. It's 5-0 head-to-head against these guys. With that head-to-head, obviously that goes back 15 years. So The last two probably don't really matter too much, but the last three I think have been in the last 8. So a little bit better. Faroe concedes 0.9 goals per first half on average. So I do expect to see a goal here from them. I believe Scotland team total over half is about -190. And it is really nice to see that Scotland comes out early and often. Over 55% of their goals come in the first half, and 20% of those being in the first 20 minutes. So I like to see a goal early and often and kind of have them shut down the back here for the last little bit. I don't see this as a super high scoring game, but I do see Scotland scoring early and kind of holding these guys down, so to speak.
Yeah, I do like this. There's no argument for me here. It's just kind of funny, looking back at the head-to-head splits and stuff on this game, seeing 1997, 1998, man, I was wearing diapers. That's crazy. Okay, anyways, let's keep it rolling. We have a few picks. I'm taking Poland/Albania over 2. This is actually -102 right now. I do think this is a pretty sharp line. And I actually have 2 different plays on this game, and both of them make a lot of sense. If you're going to give me the team with one of the most consistent scorers in the world on it, and Lewandowski, who is expected to start today, versus a team in Albania that has seemingly scored in pretty much every single game, this game screams 1-1 to me. But I'm not going to bet against either of these teams not to find a second. Poland's defense is not good, quite frankly. Albania has been playing very tight defense. I have gotten a chance to see them play twice so far. I do like this. I think this is a great play, and I'm not sure if this play is better or not, but I really like this play. Here's why. Albania and cards have been going together very, very well. They've been getting a lot of cards. They've been drawing a lot of cards. Poland has been drawing a lot of cards. I'm actually taking the over 6.5 plus 200 in a contest today. Damn. I think this is a very good play. And like I said, how I see this game going, just based on how the table looks right now, I'm expecting this to be a very intense game, a very tight game, and a very physical game. So if all those things happen, I think we can see cards galore in this game. And this is not a prop that I take a lot. But when I do, I think the last time I took it was for Poland, and it did hit. So just my 2 cents on the game. I'm double dipping it, but I'm playing this game in 2 completely different ways, and I think they both should hit. And I think that over 2 is a push it worse.
Yeah, no, I did just look on my book here. I think I see it at -110 for the over 2. It could be a live spot for a lot of you guys if you're looking to get the 1.5 at a little better line, but yeah, I remember you taking Poland. I don't remember. Was it Poland, Sweden, maybe?
It was
something like that.
Yeah, that's exactly who it was.
Because I think we had a play on that, or you had a play, and then we were in a contest together or something on it. And I never do bookings, but that one was like a sweat fest. It was the 88th minute, and then there was 3 bookings in 5 minutes, and it was nuts.
Yeah, what's crazy about these games is you might have 0 cards the entire game, but I promise you, like the last 10 minutes, you're just going to see like the ref just throw them out like it's Halloween candy or something, like all over the place. So it is kind of interesting. All right, let's keep it rolling here. We're going to go to your game where you have 2 different plays.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm on 2 separate plays in this one. I really like Denmark today. Obviously, we bet Austria quite a bit for the domestic league with obviously Salzburg and Vienna and all those guys.
Salzburg, Salzburg.
Yeah, no, it's tough, but what screams in Austria is goals, right? Always goals, always fun games. I think that this line is kind of weird to me. Where the over here is 2.25. I'm thinking that this is a 2-0 game, and if it does start opening up, we could see this be into a shootout, real easy. If Austria decides they want to come and go head-to-head with these guys on the offensive side here. I have the first half, team total over half, and I also have the game over 1.5 for Denmark. They're at home, which I always love to take back the home team in these, especially in these qualifying matches, because you got to take advantage of your home games, right? You have to get at least a few goals in there. At home, they have 2.05 expected goals per match. Austria sitting at 1.2 expected goals allowed in these games on the road. And this is hitting 7 of their last 10 matches for the over 1.5. And I do like the first half the most because 62% of Denmark's goals come in that first half. So if we can just get one early, I see this as if we get one early, Austria has to push in like the 60th and 70th minute. Then we get the counter. Denmark gets their second one. Pretty easy there. I love goals here. 70% of the matches that Denmark have played, they themselves have had 7+ shots on target in those matches. And watching Austria enough and watching their domestic league enough, you put shots on these guys on target, they're going it. It's just when you're like Salzburg and you shoot 30 times, it's only 3 of them on target. That's when the issue is, right? Not getting off good shots.
Yeah.
You're seeing Denmark put 7 of them on target in over 70% of games. Just screams goals to me. I probably will be taking maybe possibly throwing a parlay together of like maybe that Poland, Albania over 1.5 with the over 1.5 in this one. Something like that. Something where I buy down on goals and find a good spot there. I think that's a great spot. I think like I said, I think this game just screams goals. Honestly, I might buy up to 2.5 and get that plus like 140-ish money there because I don't know why this line is where it's at. Maybe I'm just getting tricked, but I will go down with Denmark.
Yeah, I like this. I am playing something for this game too, but I'll get to that last. So my last game today, I'm double dipping this game. I'm taking 2 different plays, kind of like I did for Poland. Sweden, Greece, first half over 0.75, minus 130. I like the over for this game. There's some crazy stat where Greece has scored in like 9 straight away games. And Greece is actually in a very interesting team because I've actually seen them play more games in the last 2 months than I have any other national team. For some reason, I don't really know what that is. I've just been watching a lot of their games, and I don't think they're very good. I want them to be good, but I don't think they're very good. And kind of going back to what Justin was saying about Denmark is Sweden's at home. I'm playing the home team. I'm also playing Sweden minus 120. But let me get back to this total first. Last time I looked at this total, it was 2.25 plus 110. I was staring at it for so long. I really debated taking the over 3 plus 260. I really think this is a 2-1 game. I think there's a chance that this is 2-0, but I think this is a 2-1 game. I think Greece is going to be able to find the back of the net, and I think Sweden wins this game. Sweden, I'm telling you, is a much better team. They are a much better team. There's no reason they should not come out with 3 points in this game. With that said, I am a little bit scared to play both teams to score. I would rather just take the first half over 0.75. The splits on the first half going over 0.5 are pretty crazy. Let's see if I have them right here real quick. Sweden. If I can find it, here we go. Yeah, they're pretty solid. Specifically at home, it is undefeated for Sweden, 2-1 for Greece. I think it's very, very, very likely we see at least one goal in this first half. And I kind of like a sprinkle of both teams to score in the first half. It's plus 460. I might toss like $10 on it. I don't know if I'm actually going to play it or not. But I think there's a lot of value on that as well. So kind of just my 2 cents on the game. I think Sweden should win this game. I could see this being 1-1, and that's the only reason I'm not going to slam this, just because I don't think that either team is really going to be pressing one another for a second goal late. That's kind of what I'm afraid of in this one.
Yeah, no, Sweden. I like Sweden. I usually always back Sweden. Honestly, I really don't know much about Greece at all. I haven't really played any of their matches. They just are kind of a weird team to me in that weird middle spot. And I really don't watch any of their domestic games either, like even that domestic league.
Yeah, so real quick, just to interrupt you. It's funny because PPS watches the Swedish league, right? He keeps up with those teams. The only team I really keep up is Djurgårdens and Malmo. Mm-hmm. I keep up with the Greek league. Like, I keep up with the Greek league. I can't talk. I keep up with the Greek league pretty in depth. And you keep up with Sweden, so this is kind of flipped here.
Yeah. Sweden definitely. Personally, for as much as you've talked about the Greece side, Sweden is definitely the better roster here. It should take care of business, especially at home. Minus 120 should get down to minus 150 here pre-match. Would not be surprised to see that with people just now diving into it. It's just hard because if you really like a line, for anybody watching, if you really like a line right before you go to sleep, plug it in. Because a lot of the times people aren't researching the night before, because there's games every single day this week. I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday have like qualifying games. So I looked at stuff last night and I threw a couple in, and then there's a couple other spots where I'm like, I should have just thrown more money on that.
Oh yeah,
because it just moves so much by the morning. But at night, obviously, not everybody has gone through it, and there's just so much action and throughout the day, and so much action like this week that it's very hard to look ahead on these. So if you like a spot, jump on it. Do not care about what the line is at that moment or anything. Take it because it's probably going to go the other way.
Yeah. So and real quick, so PPS, the last 5 times we've done a stream, somehow I've hit an anytime score. I don't know how this keeps happening, but we even hit the partisan one. We hit Markovic last game, and partisan won 2-0. So I have my one anytimer for today from Sweden. Emil Forsberg plus 260. I almost played this in a contest today. I was this close, but I didn't. I think it's good value.
Yeah, that's crazy value, especially in a game where we probably expect a few goals from the Swedish side,
Yeah, so this is my anytimer sprinkle today. So if you tail this and show a bet slip and it hits, I don't know, you win money. I don't know what else to say. I'll send you a cookie. Dude, this guy, my buddy Nick, who follows the VIP, he sent me this seaweed stuff. And you're supposed to put it in your coffee, and you're supposed to grow facial hair faster, but that's not the reason you get it. It gives you an energy boost or something. It is so weird, but it works.
Really?
And it tastes terrible, but you just put a little bit in your coffee. Anyways, I'm drinking that.
Is that what the stash is coming from? Is that where it's coming from seaweed?
We're gonna pretend like it is, but no, I'm just being lazy. It's me being lazy. All right, so let's finish this up. I think we both have a parlay.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. So PPS has a 2-unit, possibly more.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't see, I last night went complete degen on a few things, hit a 12 leg. God. Every single match I hit in some form for a parlay that was plus 1,600 or something like that. So we hit that, swept the slate yesterday. on these, I like this spot a lot. This is like probably going to be my biggest play of the day, just because I really don't see who kills it. I think if I had to pick, it might be Portugal, but I mean that they're -3, so like that's where that's at. Let's get to the numbers here. Portugal averages 2.6 goals per game at home, and the expected goals are at 2.01. They've scored 1.5 or over 1.5 themselves in 80% of their home matches, and has hit this in 5 straight. Serbia at home, obviously, Ice talked about it a little bit. They average 2.5 goals per game at home as well. Azerbaijan with a 1.74 expected goals against on the road. This is hitting 4 of 5 home matches for them. And honestly, they had a game against Portugal in their last set of matches. 2-2 draw obviously shows how good they are going against a much worse team in Azerbaijan than Portugal, obviously. So I expect much more than 2 goals from them today. San Marino, I mean, there's really not much else to say besides they're just trash.
So is Israel. They both
it's
suck.
so bad. Don't look into full numbers because they concede so many goals that this looks like an over spot. But if you look at it, San Marino has failed to score in 80% of their matches. Andorra failed to score in 60% of their matches. 0 times has San Marino gone over 1.5 team total, and Andorra has gone over 1.5 team total 10% of their matches. So
yeah, it was against
like
the only time it ever hit was against San Marino too. So it's not like it's 10%, but it was like, come on.
Yeah, and then England versus Hungary. I don't really have much else to say, but I just think England just rolls today in that match. I think that they get 2. I think it's going to be too early and then kind of a slow fest in that second half. But it has hit in the last 3 matches head-to-head. And I'm getting England at home. Obviously, that's good. I like riding the home teams in these big tournaments or qualifying sides. And this has hit in their last 3, including a nice 2-0 win over Germany, which is looking better and better as their defense is coming along. So I like England here, and hoping we just get those 2 early ones and then kind of sit back. Hoping it doesn't go 1-0 and then they sit back, because I think that they're just that much better of a team than Hungary. And Hungary usually is like a side that I think you take cards for once in a while. So hopefully they just come out punching them and get a red card early.
Yeah, the last game I saw Hungary play was against Albania. Not the last one either. It was the first time they played. Hungary just doesn't really impress me. They play kind of slow. They're not fun to watch. Neither is Albania, actually. You'd rather watch paint dry, but hopefully I like this. Actually, let me swing into mine real quick. I'm on something very similar, or we have similar plays mixed in here. I'm taking England team total, same exact reason Justin gave. I'm taking Denmark versus Austria first half over 0.5. I like Denmark first half team total just as much because I think Denmark's probably going to be the team to score. Mixing it up here, I have 2 different legs. In regards to his San Marino, Andorra under 3.5, I tried every angle to play Andorra before I just realized there's no way I'm going to play a team that scored 1 goal in their last 5 games. So scratch that. And instead we're playing Israel team total versus Moldova. This is 3-1 head-to-head all time. Israel has also scored over 1.5 in 3 of their last 4 games, the exception being against Denmark. Moldova has allowed over 1.5 goals in literally every game they've ever played, except they did keep Scotland to 1-0. So pretty straightforward there. And honestly, my sleeper play today, I really like the Ukraine. However, I think this game has some serious draw potential, especially even with 3 games left, just where they are in the standings. I think there's some serious draw potential. But at home, the Ukraine should not lose this game. I think this is very solid. And I'm not even sure if this Ukraine double chance line is even playable anymore. I was -400 last night. It's probably minus 700 right now.
Damn.
So yeah, we didn't even talk about that game. I think Ukraine is kind of like Sweden today. It's they're worth playing. But there's a pretty good chance that like both teams score and this game could end 1-1. So that's just my 2 cents on it. So, all right. We get any more thoughts, PPS? What are you thinking?
No. I was definitely heavier on yesterday's card. This one, I like a couple spots. As you can see, I like Denmark a lot. Like there's a few spots I do like, and I'm going pretty hard at them. But it's just less games that I like in this set of matches. Yesterday it just had some pretty big mismatches in my opinion. But they're close games. Like there's only like 2 of them that have like -2s. You know, I think it's obviously your England and I believe Portugal are like your -2s, right? Where yesterday you have Netherlands -6. Most books don't even have anything on them. You know, like this is going to be a lot tighter matches, and I like to usually find the value in them. So this is. I think the bookmakers are pretty sharp on these lines. I think they've been moved enough here. I think they're good spots, but I think there's a few spots that we found good value in, especially in the bigger parlays that we can buy lines on. And I think we kind of match up on a few of them again, which makes me feel a little bit more confident.
Yeah, and I think like Serbia first half, I think that's a great leg. I don't think anything for this is a great parlay piece. Like in my opinion, like I don't think it's worth buying this down to 1.5. I'd rather just play the over straight up, right? And it's kind of how I feel today. I think this first half over is a great parlay piece. I think Sweden double chance is a fantastic parlay piece. Like I think there's a lot of different value today overall. And again, just fuck Salzburg real quick. Yeah, like I mean, I think overall, like this is a solid card, and I'm actually the opposite of you. I hated yesterday's slate. In fact, I thought I was going to go 4-0 at halftime yesterday, and I ended up going 0-4. I don't want to talk about Turkey specifically.
That was crazy.
Croatia, shout out VAR.
Yeah.
So I don't really want to talk about it.
That was crazy. That was what 93rd minute in Turkey, right?
No, it was the 98th minute, Justin. It was the 98th minute.
Well, dude,
they got a penalty in the 98th minute, dude. Like,
did you see the Cyprus game?
Yes, that was crazy.
That was so stupid, dude. What the hell are you doing? You know you have to just guard the goal, dude. That was our last chance. There was 4 minutes of added time, and it was 95, and they had 1 free kick.
So when I play pool, I have a strategy. When in doubt, you just always hit the ball really hard, right? That's my strategy when I play pool.
I'm terrible at pool.
And that seemed to be Cyprus's strategy yesterday in Malta. Like that was their strategy. They were like, "Fuck, we suck. We're just gonna kick it really hard and see what happens." So, yeah. Anyways, let's run down this real quick. I really like this. All right, I'm taking Serbia first half -0.75, Poland over 2, Poland cards over 5.5, Sweden first half over 0.75, Sweden money line, parlay of England team total, Denmark first half over, Israel team total over, Ukraine. PPS is taking.
We're rolling with Denmark first half team total over half a goal -125, the full over 1.5 team total for Denmark at -120. We're going to roll Scotland first half money line -135, and our 2U parlay, which is Serbia, England, and Portugal team total over 1.5, and then San Marino, Andorra under 3.5. I swear to God, if that goes over, I am going to probably.
We're going to blame Salzburg. It's fucking Salzburg's fault.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. My any-timer sprinkle is Emil for Forsberg today, and the only reason I'm taking this is not only do I think he scores. But my Nashville Predators are back tomorrow, and so that means I'm going to take. If this hits, I'm going to take Philip Forsberg to score for the Preds tomorrow, and try to hit Forsberg's back-to-back Forsbergs to score.
Yeah, you do hockey pretty well, don't you?
Yes, I love hockey. So, my BMR play of the day today is actually probably going to be Vegas first period over 1.5. Like I'm going to the game. I'm taking the first period over. I don't care what the numbers are. There's literally 0 numbers for Seattle. So we got like this is like a 50-50 chance.
I
and
think
it's
it's gonna.
plus 100.
Honestly, I would lean over, right? Because they're going to want to come out fast, and
I actually like Vegas and over 5.5 today. That's probably how I'm gonna play this game. But at the same time, it's like I don't know what to expect from Seattle other than what I like briefly saw in the preseason. And I saw like two different teams. Like I saw them get mashed 6-0 by Edmonton, and then I saw them like beat a couple teams in overtime. So I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, that's it. I gotta run. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. PPS, are we gonna run it back later this week?
Yeah, should be able to.
Yes.
We'll hopefully be able to. Hopefully, we can get on track with our timing.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm glad we didn't go live yesterday, even though you had a great day. I did not. So it was just meant to be. It was like God was just like Matt needs like an extra 30 minutes of sleep yesterday. I think he was right because I was pretty grumpy yesterday anyway. So all right. Anyways, yeah. And if we don't have the 6-shooter show, we're gonna just do our own 6-shooter show probably
That
this
works.
week. So all right, fellas, thank you for tuning in. Right at 30 minutes, pretty solid. Good job.
Good run.
All right, and let me hit this little thing. We'll get out of here.